Hello everyone, welcome back to Timberborn and the Great Lakes District. The beavers are just waking up for the day and we are taking a quick tour through things. They are getting busy as beavers, and we've got some stuff to do as well, so we will just get into it. All right, so we got a lot done last episode. I was able to get this reservoir extended, and this is filling up. We've got lots of overflow possibilities, and we've got a lot of power going directed through this. In addition to having a whole nother layer to this available to us during a drought, which is going to end up making things a lot easier for the beavers. This has been working away. The beavers have been trying to get a new automated irrigation system set up. So I think for now we're going to end up doing continuing on the setup that we were doing for the bots production. And to do that, we're going to end up starting out with blowing some stuff up. Then we're going to end up needing to clear out some more of this stuff, which, how are they going to get at that? How many blocks is that? Is that 2 blocks? This is the bottom of the world, so that's just 2 blocks that I need, so let's do that, and then I just need that and that. We will put a priority on this stuff. They're not gonna get to all of this stuff yet, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I am going to set this up and then extend these pathways out here. Buildings are gonna end up going in beside these, so the more possibility that I have for this, the more it's gonna end up, the more options I'm gonna end up having. Now, to be able to get to this, I don't know where the best way to do it is. I wonder if just doing that will do the trick. Just temporarily put that in there like that. Path that, prioritize that, and they'll at least be able to get this area around here, and then I just have to figure out how they're getting to that. What's the best way to do that part? Since this is already here, it's not like I can put that in. Oh, this is already done. What if I did this? They should be able to reach this perfectly fine, right? So if I do that, the only one that they wouldn't be able to they won't be able to access all of that, so that's not great. Maybe this. I mean, it might be a little bit silly, but probably an easier way of doing it, but I'm not smart enough to be able to do that, so we're just gonna do it this way. Yeah. And then I can just take that apart later. Okay, next is these guys are gonna have to do a secondary priority on that, and now we should be able to do all of our buildings, which I think, if I recall correctly, I'm gonna have to do, where is this? Oh, you know what? Before we get our bot factories going, I think we need to consider how we're gonna fuel these guys. because we're gonna need to spend some of our resources to... So yeah, I think we're gonna have to expand a few things. So first things first, we need a crop that is going to be useful for turning into fuel for these bots. Potatoes seem to be pretty reasonable because in the same amount of time as the carrots with the same amount of carrots, you get 30 versus 5. But I think that... What's the crop? So every 4 days I get 3 carrots. Every 6 days I get 1. So in the same amount of time as 1 potato, I can produce 2.5 or 4.5. Yeah, I can produce 4.5 carrots for every potato. Which means that every 6 days... Oh, I would need 12 days to produce enough for 30 barrels. But for the same amount, I would need 6 times, so 12 carrots. Right? But in... So 12 days, I get 2 potatoes, or 30, or I would need 12, so that's 4 times this, so 16 days I would need the same. So actually, yeah, that's better. I'm gonna double check this bad tide. Everything seems to be working. I don't know why this is... Oh, oops. I forgot to automate this. Oops. And this is flooding. So I am going to need to do a couple of things. It is a very good thing I checked this, because we have some issues happening. First thing is we are going to need a levee here, because this is not working as intended. That's gonna go like that. Levies like that, and then levy. Yeah, you're gonna need to prioritize that. Okay, next. Relay 1. So I need to do relay 1. Relay 1. And how did I have this? This is 0 and 2. So this is also going to be 0 and 2? Yes? Or a 0 and 1. So on is going to be 1 and off is going to be 0? Yes? Because I'm controlling this with flow valves and fill valves. So I don't actually need this to regulate any water because the water is going to be regulated by this and this. Yeah, so that should be all I need. Yeah, so it was a very good thing that I checked on that, because otherwise that would have been horrible. Yep, I'm an idiot. I know, I'm an idiot. You don't need to remind me. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program of whatever I was doing math-wise, because I was severely distracted by that. Okay, so potatoes seem to be better from what I can tell as far as the fuel source is concerned. Because of the fact that it does 30 barrels of fuel. What does a spatter dock do? A spatter dock is 25 barrels for two spatter dock. And what's spatter dock? So every 12 days I get 3 spatter dock. So every 24 days I get 6 spatter dock, which is 3 sets of that, which is 75 barrels. In the same amount of time, so 24... In 24 days, I get 3 potatoes. No, 4 potatoes, which is 60. So spatter dock is actually the best material for fuel. So I've got more than enough materials for different types of food available. So instead of this, what I might do is I'm going to set up spatter dock as the requirement. I don't know how many I need of this, so I'm going to do this seems a decent spot to put it. How about this? I'm gonna put this here like that and like that. Yeah, so I think that it should be fine with spatter dock, except that I'm also gonna need a pathway to it. And then I'm gonna need a way of storing stuff. So I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be the fuel. And that should be fine. The only other thing that I might do is I'm going to put some additional storage locally. That way, I'm gonna need spatter dock, right? So I'm gonna do a couple of storages of spatter dock local. Where is spatter dock? Is that, and I am going to obtain goods from other warehouses. Then I'm going to copy settings and paste it onto that. The next thing I'm going to need for these guys is water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of small tanks of water. I am going to obtain from warehouses, and then theoretically that should provide local supply of water and spatter dock here. That way these guys shouldn't have to go running off to another warehouse. They should theoretically go to these guys first. Theoretically, of course. I'm only assuming that it works like that. I haven't actually sat down and watched them do their thing, so I don't know. Yeah, so we've got fuel taken care of, and so we just need to monitor the spatter dock situation and make sure that it's being maintained. Now, if I have issues with the spatter dock situation, what I'm going to do is take over this area here for additional spatter dock farming. Which I might do that anyways, but I mean, we'll see. I think I've got enough additional sources of food, though, that I think that we should be fine, because if I expand the farming to here, I think we'll be fine. One thing that I am concerned about is that this is going to end up being contaminated, since I'm going to end up losing at least one of these blocks anyways. I think that what I might do is there should be a not decorations, metal, wood, contamination barrier. That's it. So let's spend a little bit and set up some contamination barriers on this. I don't know if it's going to end up helping or not, but I gotta hope that it'll at least do something. Fix that, and then still have to do something about these areas here, but I mean, overall, it should be fine. And here I was going to end up doing bots, and I'm getting sidetracked on that. Okay. That should be fine for now. At least it should end up reducing the amount of contamination that is possible. I'm going to take this and clean this up a little bit, I think. And then like that. This is not a high priority. They can work on it as they have availability on that. Oh, this is done. So now we should be able to go back to bot production. Because right now, well, the biggest thing that I was worried about was being able to... oh, explosion time. Boom. All right, cool. They are never going to get to that, so I'm going to clean this up. And you can clean that up, so that should be fine. So yeah, so we should have production of this working just fine. I am going to add in a little bit of automation, though. Resource counter, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be fuel. Where's fuel? Biofuel. Less than 95. 94. It's fine. And this is going to be biofuel maximum. Sure. Works for me. And then for these guys, I'm going to have this be that. And then that way, because there's a high risk of injury on this, so the less that these guys are working here, the better we're going to end up being. And if we switch them to bots eventually, it's going to end up being fine, because it does mean that the bots are going to end up being reused for something else either way. So it should be fine. Let's just prioritize that. We should be able to maintain the fuel at that level, so I think we should be good. Oh dear, that's flooding. Why am I flooding? Why is there a ton of flooding? That's not good. Um, why are you flooding? Because I've got way too much water flow through here. All right, well, looks like I've got something else to distract me because I'm going to have to fix this now. You know what? I'm going to clean this up here and that. Oh, but this is going to be in the way. These guys are going to be in the way. You're going to have to go here. And then we'll clean this up like that. And then you know what? I wonder if I increase the flow through here, that should fix the overall issue, right? So let's do this as well. I'll do that. And what I'll do is I'll take that to be like that and then clean that up like that. And then hopefully that will open up that enough that it's going to end up fixing some of the issue. At least it should alleviate some of the issue. And then what I might do is increase the wall height on this, and then what I'm thinking is I'll put a flow valve here so that the water can't go that direction. Now, with that being said, I don't know if I cut off the flow going that direction, these basically become useless, I think. So that might be an issue in the long run. I'm not sure. That should be like that, I think. And then we'll do that like that. Meaning either way, opening up this is going to end up opening up possibilities for expansion of the fields. So in the long run, it's probably going to be fine. I am going to need to increase this, I think. So I think what I'll do is do this and open up that area here. So if I end up opening up this, I can make some pathing over to this, and then I can get all the way across here and be able to do all of that. No, you know what? It's probably easier to do it this way. Like that. Do I have a way through this? I do not. I don't have a way past this. So what if I do that? And if I do that, then I should be able to access these like that, and then like that. Now, I'm not going to do this one right away. The reason being is because I need to be able to control the flow of this. So I need to be able to have a blockage here before I open this up completely. So, yeah, I'm going to explode everything else before that happens. If that's the case, I don't need this. Because I'm going to prioritize that. Path is going to end up coming out to here. Like this. Like that. And then when this is exploded, I can put in a blockage here, or put a levee in, and then a set of stairs up to this, which opens up this pathway, which means that we'll have a full circle available in addition to getting rid of all of this stuff. All right, perfect. That's that. Path, and we're good. That can go in there like that. Prioritize that stuff. How are we doing on dynamite, by the way? We are really good. Honestly, we have no issues whatsoever on that. And in fact, for all the storage that we've got, all the things that we're tracking at the moment, we're actually pretty good. We don't have anything that's in crisis mode at the moment. I mean, we're going through a lot of dynamite, but considering I am currently powering through the dynamite, that's not surprising. Are they asleep right now? Oh, I think I frightened them away. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, you guys need to prioritize that. So I think that should be good. Once, like, this should open up things a lot more. If I put in a set of control valves here, so that it prevents the water from backing up there and forcing it down this way. This should, if I open this up, I should have enough block width on it to... Oh. That's not going to help. I just realized my mistake. And... I wish it was a drought, but it's fine. This is gonna be a bit of an issue, but it's... because that needs to be the right way. There, like that. Okay. You need to prioritize that and that. And you guys need to stop. Or slow down on that one. That one's fine. And that. Because you really need to put a priority on this one right here. That is too far from the district. Okay, how about this? Is that okay? You know what? You don't need to be a priority. I have changed my mind. Okay, good. Perfect. These guys are fine. These guys are fine. That's gonna be built. So we're good. Yeah. Okay, good. Hopefully that will... the amount that I've opened up here should give enough flow through this, because this is 4 blocks here, and I guess 6 blocks, so that should be 10 blocks. And I only have 7. But, I mean, theoretically, this shouldn't be at full capacity because this should only be letting things through when this overflows and this is too low. So theoretically, the majority of the flow should be coming through here. So as long as I open up this and I put a control valve in through this, that should work, right? I guess we do kind of have a drought coming with the bad tide, but so the next thing that the only thing that I would need to do is a throttle valve or a fill valve. One-way outlet regulates downstream water level. This is adjustable flow rate. I don't care about either one of them. This area here, I'm more worried about the upstream. What if I did this? So like that, and then instead of that, it's just unlimited flow. And then that way it will be unlimited flow this way, but no flow that way. Right? Theoretically, maybe. I don't know. And then that's like that, right? Sounds good on paper. All right, that's all clear. Everything's good there. They should be able to build that perfectly fine. This they will build whenever they feel like it. And otherwise, I think we're finally good to start working on the bot setup. Because we've got a steady-ish. I mean, right now they're not using any fuel whatsoever, so I don't even know if we have a steady flow of fuel. So we got to do that. For the I need 3 of these. How do I get this? So 1, 2, 3. That gives me, what does it give me? It gives me bot chassis, bot limbs, and bot heads. How do I get power to it? Okay, I'm gonna put a pause on that one, and I am gonna do that right there. I will put a huge priority on that guy right there. Because... no, that didn't help. I need to hide this. How do I? I don't think I can. So that needs to be cleared out, and a power shaft needs to go into it, I think. Whenever you're ready, guys. Oh, they're probably sleeping. Bad tide has started. I am going to go check on this because this is the first bad tide of the new automation setup. And I need to make sure that everything is running as it should. Okay, that's height 1. That's height 2. This is open. This is not flooding. So everything's good. Everything is great. Everything is awesome. All right. So that is functioning as it should. Doesn't look like we got any leaks or anything. This should function as if it were a drought, which is disappointing, but at the same time, it is fine. So we can concentrate on this, and hopefully I can get this done, because this is kind of a priority here. So if that can get done there, I'm going to put a priority on those guys. And then once this is fixed there, the only thing that I need to figure out is how do I get beavers or bots down to here. Okay, that's done, so I can pull this off there and then put a priority on that so that that is powered. They can start making those. I need to have assembling facilities set up. Yes, it is good. And that, which is great. But now I need these guys to actually be able to get down here, which I did not think that through, because I don't have any pathways through this anywhere. And I don't think that I took that into consideration anywhere. Actually, I have a feeling that the design that I did is not what I originally intended. Can these fit? They cannot. That can fit? No, it cannot. So this, let's say I'm doing this, right? Or how about this? Like this? No. Yes? I'm gonna have to path down to this, I think. Ideally, it would be to be able to get through this here, but I think for now what I'm gonna have to do is clear out that. And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this here. And do that. And I have this be like that. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, I can path over from this way. Okay, well that's good. That works. Because what I'm thinking is I take this down to 0 and then I put in a spiraling staircase in here that goes down to this level. I don't know if it'll work. I have a feeling that it's going to fail miserably. But just because it's me doing it and a smarter person would be able to do it. perfectly. So I'm gonna do that. And then I need to figure out a way of getting path in there. Now, I can't put any stairs here to get up to this level. Because I need to be able to do this and then that. Because that seems to be the most efficient way of doing that. And then this gives me an additional layer that I can do the exact same thing that I did here, but here. And the cool thing is that since these are powered, I don't actually need to path any more power into this because the one... Oh. I just realized my stupidity. Oh, I guess, you know, because I'm building it from the ground up. Yeah, so... yeah, no, my original design was fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was thinking that maybe I screwed up because, like, because I can layer this, I could put, like, 3 layers on here and then actually power it from up here, and then all the rest of the buildings would be fine, but I don't... I want to have this be expandable, but I don't want to build that right away. I want it to be able to expand afterwards. So having that capability right off the bat is not what I'm going for. I think that's what I'm looking. So like that, I think. No, maybe this. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking. Yeah, see, that's the only way that I can think to do that, so... Yeah, I'm kind of thinking as I go on this, and I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this. Yeah, I know that they don't have a pathway there. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Because they can only path to this spot here. Unless I ignore this here, even though I just did this, and that. And do that. And do my spiral staircase there instead. Yeah, that's better. I mean, yeah, I can do that outside of it. It should still be fine. I still have lots of options for being able to path on this. And I really need to get this. I need to get to these guys as fast as possible right now, because right now these guys are building things and they aren't doing anything. Because there's nothing for them to do. Alright. Detonate. And... Actually, before I do that, how about I do this first? Get those... Although I suppose I could temporarily put a path in here and then path down. That would work. but I mean, it's fine. It's going to be just as much work to build in a temporary solution as it is to do a permanent one. So I might as well just keep going at this and see how it goes. Let's build that. Might as well. Got nothing better to do. Hurry up, guys. Okay, so detonate that. Oh, you guys are working. Come on. Oh, here. That's good. Okay. Next is I need to get them to destroy that, and they need to put a priority on that. Okay, so spiral staircase. I don't know how this is going to end up panning out, but I guess that like that. And then, because what I need it to be able to do is do that, because this is going to be like that, and then I have a path to here as well. Right? Right. And then this can go here like this and spiral to there. Which is like that. And like that. And then another spiral to there. And that. And then this opens up the possibility of another layer on here. This opens up this here, and whatever I do with this, it doesn't matter. It can stay open for all I care. I could probably put some... I was thinking I could do some storage or something on it. Maybe? I mean, I could do some sort of storage in here. What do we got? So... well, I guess I can't do any happiness one because I'm going to be switching these bots out with... I'm going to replace these guys with bots, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm thinking is... no, the math isn't going to work. I was thinking I could do some storage here. So actually have... I think I might do that anyways. So... first thing I'm thinking is I do storage for... that, and I will replace this here. Oh, he's gonna fall. It's fine. He can get out. It's fine. And then I'll do another storage here. Like that. And I'm gonna end up obtain Yeah. And then this can be obtained, and it can be for the bot limbs. And then I'm going to ruin somebody's day because I am going to erase that. The reason being is because I am going to also do that. This is going to be a huge priority. This is going to be bot heads. It's going to be obtain. And now I need to replace all of this stuff that I ended up doing like that. That and that. And high priority, super duper uber high priority on all of that. And then once that's done, that should give local supply to this. These guys can supply to that. And then, theoretically, it should work, right? Because then these guys can just get their materials from here. And then it should reduce the workload that they've got, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's right. And then this can be like this. And then I can replace this cover here, and then oh, yay. Got another achievement. Now, I don't know how this is going to end up working because at this layer, I don't think I'll be able to duplicate this setup. But at the very least, we're going to end up having buffers here for bot materials. So I like the idea, and you know what? I'm gonna fill this in just because I can. Okay. So hopefully that is bots taken care of. And we should start seeing, we should have already started seeing bots coming in, right? Bots. We have 2 extra bots. And I am going to prioritize bots making bots. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to prioritize bots making fuel. Only because that's going to be off. And then I can switch that to bots like that. And then as we get more bots being made, then we can increase that. Now, how is the power, so supply versus demand? In this network, we have 2,090 horsepower needed, and that is fine. How are we doing on materials, though? How much materials do we need for this? So, we need 5 planks every 18 hours. 6 planks. Well, that's 4.5, 18, so that's 3 every 18. No. 4. So I need 1 plank every 18, 5 every 18, so that's 6 plus 4. So I need 10 planks every 18 hours. How many planks am I producing? I am producing 5 planks every 1.3 hours. So 18 divided by 1.3 is 13.84. So I'm making almost 14 planks every 18 hours, and I need 10. Which means I've got a surplus of 4. Do I need gears? I do need gears. I need 6 gears. Oh, no, I need 3 of those, or 4 of those, so 12 plus 3, so 15. And I am producing... I am producing... 2 every 3 hours, right? So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So I am making 12 planks in 18 hours, and I need 15. So I need more gears. And how many planks do I need on this? So if I'm doing 15 every 18 hours, means I need 2.5. I need 2.5 for every 18 hours. So I should have more than enough for this, because as far as planks are concerned, so as long as I increase the... If I boost this... here... No, I need that. So theoretically, if I do that, I have more than enough to cover things. Provided I can provide this every 18 hours, I should be fine. Now, we're only working 16-hour shifts, but eventually we'll have enough bots to cover that, so I think that we'll be fine. So I can open up that. I need 3 more for that. I got 2 more available, so I'm gonna unlock this. So we only need 1 more. We need 1 more bot and maintain that to be able to get this. So what other materials do we need? Besides fuel, we need 2 metal blocks every 18 hours. And I am producing 1 metal block every 2 hours. So yeah, I think we're fine on the metal blocks. Yeah, I think we're good on that. We shouldn't have to worry about increasing that anytime soon. Oh, but what about these guys? I need 1 every 3 hours. I'm not going through a ton of those anyways at the moment, so it's fine. So I think we should be fine on this. I think. Okay, so Last one. Switched over to bots. We are good. We are now relatively, I mean, we need 3 more bots and we are self-sustaining on bots. So they are actually, all the bots, with 3 more bots, we are producing the same amount of bots. Like, as long as we can sustain that, the bots are making it more bots. So then we just need to increase the amount of bots being used in industry, especially the dangerous areas like over here. I really want to replace these guys with bots. Because this is going to end up maintaining so much better, because then I'm going to not have seven beavers being injured all the time, and sometimes it's more than that, and I really want those beavers to not be injured. And there's so many industries here that are really dangerous for them, so I really would like it if they could not be working in dangerous spots. So, but I think that that's going to be it for today. I got quite a bit done. I'm really happy about how things are sitting. So next time we just need to worry about getting the bots into the industry where they need to go, and then repositioning things, and we should be good. Then it's just maintaining the status quo at the moment and making sure that all the levels are good for all the materials that we need for maintaining the bots, and going from there. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing, and I think that we're in a good place right now. But if you like the video, please like, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the goings on of the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, please subscribe as well. And if you want to support the channel even further, please, you'll see a link in the description for my Patreon. And yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. The beavers look like they're going to sleep. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.